Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2019 Buick Envision Premium 2, as well as learn about the other configurations. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you're in the market for a small luxury SUV, the 2019 Buick Envision certainly deserves a look. With the newly restyled front end and new taillights, it comes with a generous number of features for the price and has an attractive interior that's trimmed in high-quality materials. It fits in between the much smaller Encore and the larger three-row Enclave in Buick's lineup. As such, it's pretty easy to maneuver around town, but still has a decent amount of interior and cargo space. The 2019 Buick Envision is a midsize crossover SUV with seating for five. 5 trim levels are offered, starting with the base 1SV Envision trim. It is only available in front-wheel drive and comes with a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine that's good for 197 horsepower and 192 pound-feet of torque that's made it to a 6-speed automatic. All-wheel drive can be added to the Preferred and Essence trims. The Premium and Premium 2 trims have all-wheel drive as standard and come with a turbocharged 2-liter engine that's good for 252 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque, and that engine comes with a 9-speed automatic transmission. I recommend opting for the Envision's turbocharged 2-liter engine and 9-speed automatic because I think it's more competitive with the other vehicles in this segment. With this powertrain, the Envision is similarly priced to luxury crossovers such as the Lincoln MKC and the Volvo XC60, but still less than what you'd likely pay for a Range Rover Evoque or BMW X3. While there's nothing truly special about the Envision to make it stand out in this class, it checks many of the luxury SUV boxes. Okay, let's get into this build and price review of the 2019 Buick Envision. Yeah, I do like the 2-liter options, right? You got to get the Premium or the Premium 2 trim if your pocketbook can afford it, because that's going to give you all the luxury features of the top tier luxury brands that are out there. All right, so you see what we're looking at right here. We see a spinning Buick Envision, so we get a full around view of it, and we can look at the exterior colors that are available. So this color here is called Galaxy Silver Metallic. This next one here is called Chili Red Metallic. Let's spin this a little bit. Let's hold on a second. There we go. That looks pretty good right there. This color is called Ebony Twilight Black. That doesn't look too bad. Then there's a Summit White, followed by a Satin Steel Gray Metallic. And then last but not least, there's a Bronze Alloy Metallic. It looks very brown. You probably won't see many of these in this color on the road, I'm sure. So yeah, just real quick, the Premium 2 is what we're going to build out today. We can see some of the standard features like heads-up display. It's got the Buick infotainment. And then, of course, it's going to have everything else that all the other models have. But only the Premium and Premium 2 come with that 2-liter engine. You know, the Premium 2 is all the money at $44,000. The Premium's just a little bit less. You know, and then you've got the other tiers here. You've got your Essence tier. You've got your Essence tier that's, starting at $37,550. You got a Preferred tier that starts at $35,250. And then your base model Envision starts at basically $32,000. So, you know, it takes a huge jump. That's a huge jump of $12,000 from the base model all the way up to the Premium 2. But by the time you get to the Premium 2, they've thrown everything at this vehicle, and it checks all the boxes of every luxury SUV that this vehicle competes with. It has all of that. But I guess it just doesn't have that nameplate. But I like Buick, and that's why we're doing a review. So let's go forward. We're going to go through the gallery. We're going to look at the features. We're going to check the specs. And then we're going to do a build and price. And along the way, they're going to talk about all the trim levels. And that's why we're going to learn about all of them, up to and including the Premium 2. Just to go over some quick highlights on this page, we're definitely going to explore the exterior here in a little bit. But what they're telling us here is a higher level of refinement. Right? I like the Buick product. It's slotted in between a Cadillac and a Chevrolet. So it's not quite a Cadillac, but it's more than a Chevrolet. So yeah, a higher level of refinement, and I like it. I always liked the Buick products. They've got a refined interior, they say, and along with comprehensive safety features. We're going to learn all about this stuff as we dig into the features. So I just want to scroll through this overview page real fast before we do that. They have, they're going to highlight some other highlights here are intelligent all-wheel drive, and that is available with the available 2-liter turbocharged engine, right? You get the all-wheel drive as an option, and then the powerful wireless charging, right? That is not an option. Well, is that an option or is that a standard? They don't say, but as we go forward and when we do actually explore connectivity, we will certainly learn whether it's standard or an option. All right, let's go through this gallery real fast. There's not a ton of photos, and really, they're just. Let's go back real quick. See, notice the LED lights over the main headlight there. I was saying there's not a whole bunch of photos, and really, it's just so we can catch the design. We can just catch the design, and no, there's nothing that really jumps out about this Buick to me, but it's a nice vehicle. It's a nice vehicle, and I think you get a lot of value for your money. You get a lot of value for your money with the Buick, and it's a nice execution, and that's why I like the Buick brand. So they show back here, it's got what? You've got your own climate control for your second row passengers, as well as a USB port we can see, and they got an iPad plugged in. All right, we'll find out how roomy it is back here. Here's the Buick infotainment they're showing a shot of. Okay, so yeah, we went through all the photos. Let's move on. Okay, so there's 5 categories of features that we're going to learn about with this 2019 Buick Envision. The exterior, interior, safety, connectivity, and performance. Obviously, you can see we're going to start off with exterior, so let's learn. They're already starting off by making some bold statements. Athletic shape, precise details, one glance affirms that the exceptional driving experience awaits. They're already telling you that they're sort of kind of saying it's a driver's car in so many words, aren't they? So we won't know that through this build and price review, but we will learn everything they want to tell us. So let's do that. Signature styling is the first thing they want to tell us. Scan the sculpted lines and sleek curves of the new 2019 Envision and see what happens when an SUV is designed to a higher level of refinement. Yeah, here they're talking about those lights. So the new Envision compact luxury SUV confidently announces its presence with bright, crisp, available LED accented headlamps and new low-profile LED enhanced tail lamps. And then they're just talking about their striking stance, and they're talking about the Buick grille and tricolor insignia. They're not really saying much, right? So far, they've told us that they've kind of designed it, but they haven't said much on this actual exterior features page. Okay, here's some exterior features. We got a hands-free power liftgate, and it's standard, right? True luxury is in the little things, like a standard hands-free power liftgate. And then there's a panoramic moonroof, and that certainly won't be standard. And we can see the word available here. That lets us know it's an option. But we are going to be building and pricing a Premium 2, and if I remember correctly, a Premium 2 already comes with a panoramic roof. Now, this vehicle is pushing $50,000, but I don't think there's going to be any other options to add to it to take it much higher than its standard, than its MSRP of around $44,000. So, let's move on. One of my favorite features on any car says unique wheels. Depending on the Envision trim level you choose, you get distinctive wheels that complement the rest of your vehicle's bold exterior. The 19-inch aluminum wheels, which they're showing, the 19s, are standard on Premium and Premium 2 models. So these are the wheels that will be coming on our Premium 2 that we're going to build and price today. And if you're interested in a Premium, these are also the wheels that will come on the Premium. Okay, we got through the exterior features of the 2019 Buick Envision. Now let's move on to the interior features. And before we talk about this, the interior looks really nice. It's very attractive. I can see the heads-up display up here in the corner of the dash. I like how the infotainment's laid out. I love how the controls are laid out. I love the sweeping lines of the dashboard. It all looks really good. They say thoughtfully styled to ensure relaxing driving experience. I think it looks good. The leather-wrapped steering wheel looks good. I always love the LCD information cluster. You can see the digital speedometer right there. Push-button start, leather-wrapped steering wheel, and gear shift knob. It's nice. Okay, first thing they want to tell us is about utility. Explore cargo options. The Envision offers spacious seating for up to 5 people. For even more space, the second row seat can slide back to create nearly 7 inches of additional legroom. So they're showing what it looks like if you're just going to do seating. And then if we do groceries, this is what groceries might look like. You're driving, and here's all your groceries looking very attractive and colorful. If you're going on vacation, this is what that might look like. 3 people and your gear all nicely laid out. If you're gardening, right, Here it says it's a full flat rear seats, right? For drivers that call for more cargo, you can fold Envision's second row seats before entering, all thanks to its convenient release handles on both sides of the cargo area. Should probably read the rest of that stuff. And then they're just talking about their 60/40 full flat rear seats. And then for the groceries, right, with the rear seats up, Envision can accommodate smaller cargo with its 26.9 cubic feet of space. And with the second row seats folded down, Envision offers 57.3 cubic feet of cargo space. And then, yeah, we already read that one. So let's move on. I like a heated steering wheel. All right. When outside temperatures drop, revel in the soothing warmth of an available heated leather-wrapped steering wheel. You know what? They're not making that up, because when it's really cold, that steering wheel, boy, just stays cold for way too long. So heated steering wheel, nice. It's an available option. Surely it's available on the top tier Premium 2 trim is probably standard. Then they're talking about what? Their intuitive center stack and console. The Envision SUV's intuitive center stack puts important features and controls at your fingertips, while its dual-winged center console is spacious and can be easily reached from the second row. So Buick's got this thing called Buick Quiet Tuning Technologies, such as triple door seals and acoustic laminated glass in the windshield and front side windows help block outside noises and allow conversations in the new 2019 Envision to flourish. That's nice. They got some sound deadening in there, because that's all they're really saying. So talking about this refined interior, we're not going to play that movie. I don't like to usually play movies within videos. The new 2019 Envision has some really cool things, from its spacious cargo area to available, right, optional cooled front seats, to its soft touch materials and modern amenities. Every detail works in harmony to enhance every moment. I like it. Like I said, I like Buick products, and I mean that genuinely. And then there's the Air Ionizer. An available in-vehicle ionization system helps leave the air fresher, right? Purifies the air. Here they're talking about those cooled front seats. Those are options. And then the rear seat climate controls, we kind of already talked about that when we were looking at the gallery. Available tri-zone, right? That's where the driver controls their own temperature settings. The passenger controls their own temperature settings. And then the people in the second row have their own controls to change their settings. And they can see they have heated seats as well. Available tri-zone HVAC automatic climate control allow rear passengers to personalize the air temperature in the second row. So yeah, they have heated seats, and they also have USB ports, and looks like there's probably like a 12-volt house outlet down there or something like that. All right, let's talk safety. We got through exterior and interior. So now they want to tell us about the available advanced safety technologies that the 2019 Buick Envision offers, that's going to help us monitor our surroundings and help us be alert to potential hazards in certain conditions. So let's figure that out. Up first is the available system that's called the Surround Vision. And this gives you a bird's eye view of the scene around your vehicle on a center stack display, and helps you park and avoid crashes with nearby objects during low speed maneuvering. So that's cool. I don't see any park distance guidelines or anything like that. Do you get that when you're backing up? And do those guidelines turn when you turn the steering wheel? We don't know. I see some other things here, like parallel parking assistant right there. I see the auto stop start feature for the engine, where you can turn that off. That's probably your parking sensors right there. All right, let's move on. General Motors always likes to do the safety alert vibrating seat thing. So the available GM patented safety alert seat provides you with the option of getting haptic seat button vibration pulses instead of audible crash avoidance alerts. So the seat will vibrate and pulse instead of the car beeping. That's kind of cool, but maybe I might want to hear the beep, because you might get used to the vibrations. So you might want to hear the beep. I probably want to stick with the beep. Then there's the intelligent airbag system. In the event of a collision, the new 19 Envision offers 10 standard airbags to help reduce the risk of injury to vehicle occupants during certain collisions. All right. Then there's an available lane keep assist with lane departure warning. And so that's a cool system. This available technology provides gentle steering wheel turns and lane departure warning alerts, if necessary, to help you avoid crashes due to unintentionally drifting out of your lane when you're not actively steering and your turn signal is not activated. And then there is a rear vision camera, and we can see right here that those park guidance lines do curve and turn. So I'm happy with that. So yeah, rear vision camera and rear cross traffic alert. When in reverse, available rear cross traffic alert provides alerts in the rear vision camera display screen to help you avoid crashing into approaching detected left or right crossing traffic. What they mean is you're coming out of the grocery store, you're backing up out of your space. You know cars are flying down that aisle. This thing's paying attention, rear cross traffic alert, one of my favorite safety features on these new cars. Then there's forward collision alert, along with lane change alert with side blind zone alert. So the forward collision alert, and it's an available feature, first and foremost. It can detect that a front-end collision situation is imminent while following a detected vehicle, and then the system will alert you to that potential crash. It also alerts you if you're following a detected vehicle too closely. I like that feature because a lot of people these days are following people way too close. Then over here on that lane change alert, you can see that right in the side mirror up here. So if somebody's in your blind spot, right, this thing's gonna give you a little an indicator to let you know that somebody's in your blind spot. Then there's forward automatic braking, if available, right? Optional, forward automatic braking detects that a front-end collision situation is imminent while following a detected vehicle, and you have not already applied the brakes. The system automatically applies the brakes to help reduce the collision severity. The system may even help avoid the collision at very low speed, so it might even be able to stop it altogether. It just depends on how fast the car is going. All right, let's talk connectivity. One of my favorite things. I like to know about the tech, the in-car tech, Wi-Fi, streaming audio. I like to know about all that. Is there an upgraded stereo? They didn't say anything about that, so I'm not expecting an upgraded stereo, but I know there's a better stereo in the Premium 2, but is there something above that? I doubt it. But there's not much on this page. Let's figure out what they want to tell us. So here they're showing the available 8-inch diagonal driver information center. The Envision's SUV driver information center conveniently displays fuel level, outside temp, compass, and other information to help you stay connected to what's going on inside and outside your vehicle. I love digital speedometers, but we can see it's a blend of digital and analog because it's still a needle for your tachometer, and there's still needle gauge right over here I can see down in the bottom right corner, but then there's also some LCD screen there as well. Here they're talking about that available heads-up display that projects critical information, such as your speed onto the windshield to help you keep your eyes on the road. And then there's Apple CarPlay compatibility. They haven't said anything about Android Auto, but maybe that's right below it. So there's Apple CarPlay. And do they say if that's standard or not? They say with Apple CarPlay compatibility, you can access. So they don't say one way or the other. It's going to kind of lead me to believe that maybe it's standard equipment. Yep, there's the Android Auto. And then they're talking about the optional built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot that can connect lots of devices, up to 7 devices, so passengers can stream, surf, and post their way at 4G LTE speed. It's a whole separate subscription, though. And if your phone has a hotspot, well, you can just turn the hotspot on your phone and problem solved. Okay, here they're talking about that wireless charging and the Buick infotainment system. The wireless charging is not standard. It's an available wireless charging. So it's not standard, but it might be standard on the Premium 2. I would be surprised if it wasn't. Then over here on our left, they're talking about the Buick infotainment system, play music, make hands-free calls, and more with the Buick infotainment system, plus access real-time maps, driving directions, and more with the available built-in navigation, all through your 8-inch diagonal high-resolution color touchscreen. Oh, check this out. Then they have that teen driver mode, which helps you coach your teen's driving behaviors. So that's a whole different thing. We're not going to get into that, but it's a cool feature. I just think it's pretty cool. Then lastly, on the connectivity page, they're just talking about their Buick Connected Services. It says Buick now offers 3 ways to seamlessly link your digital life to your connected vehicle. You decide which plan is right for you. So you can get connected access with, we're not going to read all that. So they've got these connected services. We're not going to jump into that, but they have a whole bunch of them. Buick Smart Driver, Vehicle Diagnostics, Remote Access, Unlimited Access, right? Lots of different things, 4G, LTE, Wi-Fi, all of that. Lots of connected services. I'm usually not a fan of any of those. I usually never say, oh, I want any of those. So, yeah, I'll let you explore those on your own. What we can explore together, however, is the last features, and that's performance. So they want to tell us about the spirited power, responsive steering, and agile handling. Boy, that is a mouthful for a car that looks very mundane. It looks mundane. It is ticking all the boxes. It does check all the luxury boxes, but it puts it in a package that's just not very exciting. But that's okay. I still love Buicks. So, like I had already told you at the beginning, there are 2 engine options. You got that 2.5-liter engine that's good for 197 horse and 192 pound-feet of torque. And then if you get the Premium and Premium 2, now you can get into the turbo engines, which is really the way to go, because that's going to really that's going to make this Buick compete with the other luxury SUVs out there, okay? You got to get the turbo engine. That's good for 252 horse and 295 pound-feet of torque. I should say a very respectable 252 horse and almost 300 pound-feet of torque. So there's an available hyper-strut front suspension that gives you impressive ride and handling. And then there's an intelligent all-wheel drive system. It's an available system, right? It automatically adjusts torque to each wheel to optimize traction and respond before slip occurs. So available all-wheel drive. If you get that turbo engine, then it comes with a 9-speed transmission. They just go together. Then we already saw that stop-start button for the engine. I was talking about that, just a few minutes ago. It says to help reduce fuel consumption, seamless stop-start technology automatically shuts down the engine when your Envision comes to a stop under certain driving conditions, such as at a stoplight. The engine automatically restarts when you release your foot from the brake, right? New for 2019, you can turn this feature on and off. Yeah, it's about time. When they came out with the new Buick, which one was it? Hang on one second. The Buick LaCrosse, the new Buick LaCrosse, when I did the review of that, I'm putting a link up. If I'm not mistaken, there was no way to turn off the stop start. I bet you for this year, there's a button there because people complain. You got to give people the option to turn that stuff off. Okay, then last but not least, I think there's an available adaptive cruise control, which enhances regular cruise control by automatically adapting your speed to help you maintain the selective following gap between your SUV and others in front of you. All right, so that's going to reduce your need for braking and accelerating. All right, so let's move on. I think that was the last thing on this page. Okay, we're going to get ready to do that build and price review, but before we do that, let's just check some quick spec highlights. We're not going to get into deep specs, just some quick specs. So the highway mileage, here we're looking at 22 city, 29 on the highway. Surely that's going to be with the standard engine. That's the 2.5-liter engine. Our cargo capacity for this vehicle is 57.3 cubic inches. We already know the horsepower deal. All right, the rear legroom is 37.5 inches, so it must be notable. The vehicle is 183.7 inches long and 66.8 inches wide. What we do need to find out is what the gas mileage is for the other engine real fast. Okay, here's those numbers. So the fuel tank is 17.3 gallons in size, and for the Premium 2, you're going to get 22 miles to the gallon. That's combined fuel economy. In the city, you're going to get 20 miles to the gallon. And on the highway, you're just going to get 25 miles to the gallon. So you can see it right there, 25 miles to the gallon on the highway, 20 miles to the gallon in the city, and your mixed fuel economy is 22. You got a 17.3 gallon fuel tank. All right, let's go to the build and price. Okay, so here we are on the build and price page. We're going to select, it already selected the Essence by default, but we're going for the Premium 2. Premium 2 is loaded. We want to get the Premium 2 and all-wheel drive as well, and that comes with only that 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder engine that makes that very good 252 horse. All right, so we have that selected, and now we're sitting at a price tag of $43,290. Yep, we got that, and we've got our right engine. So let's go over to colors next. I'm not really crazy about any of the colors, to be honest with you. I'm not crazy about any of the colors. With that said, I'm more than happy to just leave the Galaxy Silver Metallic. That's the default color that it put in there. It's a $495 upgrade. I'm okay with that. We're just going to leave that. So we'll leave that in there. And yeah, let's move on to interior colors, however, I am more interested in. Hang on. All right, so there's the interior. Now, this is the ebony perforated leather appointed seat trim. And then you can do the dark galvanized perforated leather appointment. Let's see what the dark galvanized looks like real fast. It doesn't look much darker. Let's see what the black looks like. Not much darker. It's very, 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 it's a little lighter. It's a little lighter, but I think I like the ebony perforated leather appointed seat. So we're going to stick with that. The basic black. Can't go wrong with that, I don't think. Okay, next up is packages. So there's an appearance package. There's a driver confidence package. There's an activity package, road trip package, and roadside safety package. So what is the appearance package? The appearance package Gives us molded assisted steps, bright aluminum wheels with midnight silver painted pockets. It's basically $2,200. So we got that, and we have those steps there. All right, it's $2,200. I'm going to hold off on that for a minute. I want to see what else is out there. There's the driver confidence package. That gives us what? That gives us the adaptive cruise control, the surround vision camera, and the forward automatic braking. I'm not really into any of those. There's the driver confidence package, surround vision camera, driver confidence package. Okay. And here's the active package. This is an integrated cargo liner and a trailering package. I'm not trailering. The road trip package, all-weather floor mats, and roof rail racks. Okay, so none of these packages really appeal to me, to be quite honest with you. The Envision appearance package, maybe that might sound good to me. I think maybe I might be interested in the appearance package. So we're going to go ahead and select that. I like the molded steps. I like the bright aluminum wheels. That kind of stuff is cool to me. And for $45,000, this car is still a lot cheaper than the cars that it's competing with. And yeah, even though it doesn't have the nameplate of a BMW, this Buick's really, 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 really nice. So we picked our one package that we want. Let's move on to exterior, see what they're talking about. Okay, so we're over here on exterior. We have that 19-inch 10-spoke wheel selected. Let's do the wheel locks. I always like doing wheel locks. You have to remove the wheel. Okay, we're not going to remove the appearance package just to get those $75 wheel locks. It's not that serious. So there's those upgraded wheels. Do we want the panoramic moonroof? I'm not really into the panoramic moonroof. It's always going to come with a standard moonroof, so I'm just going to leave it at that. The roof rack rails, I don't want any of those things. The front and rear splash guards. Now that's going to be your mud flaps, really, to help to protect exterior vehicles from tire splash and road debris. I like that stuff. It's $270, and as long as we don't have to remove anything, I'm good. All right. Safety, they have that forward automatic braking. They don't have a price there because it's bundled into that package, and we're not going to get it anyway. So I'm not really worried about that. Let's go on to interior. Okay, what do we have here? The interior luxury package. What is that? Illuminated door sill, front door sill plates, premium carpeted floor mats. I like that. And change interior luxury. We'll also do the, yeah. All right, we're good. Yeah, I got that. That's cool. What's the Buick interior protection? What is that, like rubber floor mats or something? Front and rear all-weather floor mats, all-weather cargo mat. I like that too. What do we have to remove? Really? We have to remove all those things? Well, I tell you what, you can go to the dealer after you buy the car and just go pick up the floor mats, the all-weather floor mats. They'll just give them to you. They'll still fit in the car, I promise. I don't know why they do that. So you can't get that. Rear protective seat cover. I don't have a pet. I don't need to worry about that. So all-weather floor mats can be chosen. Can they be chosen a la carte? If you do, we got to add a package. Are you kidding me? Well, just give me the was it the Buick interior protection package? Right? But they still want to remove that interior luxury package. I was just saying if we might be able to get around it. And I guess the answer to that is no. We got to just go in there and buy it at the dealer. The rest of this stuff, a tablet holder, I don't need that. All-weather cargo mat, I'm not falling for that again. Collapsible cargo area, don't need that. What's a surround vision? We already have surround vision. I think we did not get that package. We skipped over that package. We don't need to worry about that. That's a surround vision camera that came bundled with something else that we didn't want. Let's go take a look at accessories, and it's probably nothing we want over there either. But let's take a look. Yeah, it's standard GM stuff. And here's what I mean by that if you haven't watched any of my videos. So General Motors is Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, Buick, and it doesn't matter if you're whatever website you're on, Cadillac, Buick, it doesn't matter. This stuff here, these accessories are not specific to the Buick Envision. They're not specific to any of the cars. They just throw in all this extra stuff that you might want to add on, right? These little add-ons to that you can just pick up at the parts counter at your local Buick dealership. So we're going to skip over all of the accessories and just go right on to the summary. Okay, so I've saved the build summary. So if you like the way that I've built and priced this 2019 Buick Envision Premium All-Wheel Drive Premium 2, you can download the build summary right in the description below. So this car started life at $43,600 with all-wheel drive, and we're out the door. Well, we don't go out these prices here. They move them around so much, but We're out the door for $46,310. I bet you on dealer lots, you can find them for probably a little bit less than $46,000. And that makes it an incredible deal when you consider what cars it's competing against. An X3, the Land Rover, the Volvo, those aren't cheap. None of those cars are cheap. I've done most of those. And I'm going to go ahead and put up the my playlist to all my SUVs because I've done most of those SUVs and so many more. So if you're into SUVs or you're in the market, go check out my SUV playlist. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. If you're here at the end, you're really, really awesome. I really appreciate you watching from front to back. That's great. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to keep going and turning out more content.